Welcome back. Well, for the first time in over 18 months, State of Origin footy has returned to New South Wales, and as you would expect, the sold-out sign is up here at Accor Stadium. And from early this afternoon, it was a sea of blue, a few maroons out there, but plenty of blue flooding into Sydney Olympic Park, and they are here to cheer on Brad Fittler's New South Wales team. Can the 2021 winners retain the shield, or will the Maroons take it back north of the border? Moments away from that team right there. Walking across and joining us from the Centre of Excellence inside here at Accor Stadium. Gal, what's going through your mind right now as a player so close to kickoff?
I look at the players, the captain, you're probably walking around and talking to a few key players, maybe the back five, telling them how important it is to get their set started. You want to talk to the halves, make sure they know the game plan and everything that they need to be doing. But most of all for the halfbacks, I think if they get their defence right, their attack rolls off the back of it. So, and obviously thinking about your own game plan. You want to target someone in the opposition, you want to get the better of.
Fat, you've been in Billy's shoes before. You see him pacing the room just there. He would have said what he's had to say. But how's he feeling? What would his approach have been, knowing the man himself?
I'll tell you what, I spent 5 or 6 minutes in there. He looks a bit tentative and really nervous. He looks really, but I think he knows what he's doing. His last chat would have been along the lines of, listen, you know, all like Freddie, we've done all the hard work. We know what we've got to do. We know where to win this. We know how to win. So I think he's good. He's going to be a really good coach for Queensland for a long time.
And winning on the opposition's soil, it's got added meaning, doesn't it?
Oh, it's massive. You know, it's hard to win down here. I mean, the ground's probably a little bit dewy. And, you know, you've got 80,000 fans, 79,000 of them against you. But you know what, as a Queenslander, I look at that as a challenge. That's a challenge, and they're going to be up for it.
And from Blues' perspective, Gal, you don't want to lose here tonight. This is your turf, and if you do, that means best case scenario is a decider in Brisbane.
That's right. You want to win game one at the best of times. Obviously, the high percentage of times whoever wins game one goes on to win the series. They haven't played it in front of a capacity crowd here since 2019. 2020, there was only 40,000 here. So it is an amazing atmosphere. It's an amazing environment for all the fans, amazing environment for the players tonight. So they certainly want to win game one. Game two's over there in Perth, and as we said, if it goes to the side, if they don't win tonight, they've got to win to the side up there in Brisbane, which is very, very hard to do.
Whenever you look at those shots of the Blues sheds, a Panther is somewhere within sight. They'll have an influence here tonight, Gal, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah, they certainly will. Their combinations are fantastic. I'd say you're in the middle of the field's like an extra halfback out in the field. Obviously, Cleary's out there with Luai controlling the team all around the park. They're starting tonight with Liam Martin, who I think is a good pick to start because he does play on the edge at times. So there's Panthers all through the side. The combinations will be great, and hopefully the field is relatively dry. No, Fatty said it's a bit dewy out there. I'm not sure it's too dewy, so hopefully they can play some footy, and the Panthers' combinations will prevail.
Fat, you're confident about the 4 players on debut for Queensland tonight?
Always. They might be the best 4 players. They'll find something. They'll lift.
Players in form from teams that are in form.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, lots of Cowboys, lots of Broncos.
There's Brad Fittler as his team makes the walk. This is a Brad Fittler era inclusion, the walk across to the preparation from the Centre of Excellence. Gal, I know you've spoken to a few players who've been through this routine. What do they think of it?
Yeah, look, it was something that I never got to do as a player, and I spoke to a number of players. I went and had a look at it myself today. It is an outstanding environment, outstanding thing to do. You walk past former greats who have made the Hall of Fame, who have played for New South Wales, then you continue walking down the tunnel. There's speakers blaring Enter Sandman by Metallica. You walk past former greats the whole way. Then you come to a section where it's just totally blue. Before you get out to the crowd where Blatchy's Blues may be at the end of the tunnel tonight cheering you on. David Clemmer said his quote is saying, besides having kids, it is the greatest thing he's ever done. He had never had an adrenaline rush like it. So I wish I could have done it. It would be an amazing thing to do. Let's hope the Fires will blow up enough, Blues up enough so they get the win tonight.
It'll be an amazing experience, you'd imagine, for the 3 players on debut for New South Wales. Staggs, Crichton, Madison this evening. Very low-key, though, from New Queenslanders this evening. Fat, all very low-key in the opposition sheds.
It's always like that for us. You know, we know we're always the underdogs. New South Wales are the favourites again. And look, they just, to be honest, they look really relaxed. And you've got experience. The experienced players will help the inexperienced through this. I'm talking about Terry Evans and Munster, 2 of the most experienced players in the team. And they're the leaders, and they're going to help immensely the players who are making their debuts.
Well, here come the Blues. They are ready for action here, making the trudge across from the Centre of Excellence into Accor Stadium. and it's their turn to take on the Queensland Maroons and open the AMP State of Origin Series of 2022, live and exclusive right here on Nine's White World of Sports. And it gives me great pleasure as the teams prepare to come out onto the field to welcome to the commentary microphone Matthew Thompson.
Thank you, James. Good evening. What a grand occasion and what a stunning sight. New South Wales supporters have had to wait 18 months to see their Blues back at home, and they are embracing this evening in the most remarkable fashion. Daly Cherry Evans leads his Queenslanders out onto Accor Stadium. The noise here is deafening. This venue has housed some extraordinary moments since the turn of the century, and tonight it ushers in the 43rd year of State of Origin combat. So many wonderful storylines. The new faces. It's always a focal point of Origin football. There are 7 of them to take the field tonight. They realise a dream. 4 for Queensland and 3 for New South Wales. One of them there on screen, Stephen Crichton, one of the 6 Panthers. Liam Martin, his Penrith teammate, running out behind him. Elevated to the starting lineup tonight in a late change by coach Brad Fittler. Tarek Sims, the most experienced player on the park tonight and the oldest at 32 years of age. Jerome Luai, 2 from 2 in a New South Wales jumper. The Blues have a 66% winning record here at home at Accor Stadium at Sydney Olympic Park. And Nathan Cleary has accomplished so much already in his career. A Clive Churchill medal winner last year. Is this the series where he pilots New South Wales to victory? The captain, James Tedesco, leads the Blues for the 6th time tonight. We take you to the field for the welcome to country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for tonight's Welcome to Country, to be delivered by Yvonne Weldon, followed by the National Anthem, to be performed by Emily Nakomo, from Jagged Little Pill the musical, returning to Sydney this July.
Good evening. My name is Yvonne Weldon and I am a Wiradjuriwoman from Cowra, here in New South Wales. I'm the elected Deputy Chairperson of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, who are the culture authority under the Aboriginal Land Rights Act for the land we're on. I'd like to pay my respects to all elders, past and present, to all First Nations and to every one of you. The Eora Nation's boundaries are the Hawkesbury River in the north, the Nepean in the west, and the Georges River in the south. Across this country, there are hundreds of nations, tribes and clans connected to this continent for over 65,000 years. My people are the oldest living culture of the world. And on behalf of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, the elders and the members, I welcome everyone to the land of the Burromadigal. I acknowledge the Burromadigal people whose spirits and ancestors will always remain with this land, our Mother Earth. No matter who wins here tonight, we need to walk together and bring about a positive future for everyone. Again, on behalf of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, welcome to Burromadigal land. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land. Go the Blues.
We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our
Well, that sets us up beautifully for Game 1 of State of Origin 2022. Thanks to Ampol. Joining me in commentary tonight, Rugby League's 8th immortal, Andrew Johns, and the most capped Origin player ever, Cameron Smith, who played 42 games for his beloved Maroons. Cameron, what are these players feeling now? It must be a combination of exhilaration and nerves.
Yeah, good evening, Matt. And you've hit it right on the head. Exhilaration and nerves, and what a reception it was for both football sides when they come out onto this field tonight. A capacity crowd here at Accor Stadium. And, well, as all rugby league players, male and female, this is what you live for, these big moments, these big matches. And it's all about the opening exchanges.
Nathan Cleary placing the ball to get us underway. Which player will throw himself into the path of an oncoming onslaught here? The opening minutes of Origin, they are always brutal. This is a game like no other. New South Wales host Queensland. The 143rd State of Origin clash here from Accor Stadium at Sydney Olympic Park. A wild atmosphere, a sea of blue, and Origin is underway. Cleary with the kickoff, Terry Evans with the catch, and Josh Papali'i with a venomous return.
Oh no, Isaiah Yeo has stumbled.
He's in a lot of trouble, Joey.
And he's the key man for New South Wales. He'll be off for a head assessment.
Move that Regan back in.